China bans human consumption and trade of wild animals.
Here's a summary of the article.
Beijing, China. China on Monday declared an immediate and comprehensive ban on the trade and consumption of wild animals, a practice believed responsible for the deadly coronavirus outbreak. Previous temporary bans have been put in place, including after the SARS virus killed hundreds of people in China and Hong Kong in 2002–03 and was also traced to wild animal consumption. That prohibition was short-lived, and conservationists have long accused China of tolerating a cruel trade in wild animals as exotic menu items or for use in traditional medicines whose efficacy is not confirmed by science. The coronavirus epidemic had highlighted the prominent problem of excessive consumption of wild animals, and the huge hidden dangers to public health and safety, said the report by China Central Television. Chinese health officials have said the virus likely emerged from a market in the central city of Wuhan that sold wild animals as food. Conservationists say China is the single biggest country driving consumption of many threatened species, and that animals are routinely subjected to horrible conditions and cruel treatment. According to a price list that circulated on China's internet, one of the merchants at the Wuhan market at the virus epicenter sold a vast menagerie of animals including civets, rats, snakes, giant salamanders and live wolf pups.
This post received a score of 79,730, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Can some better define what wild means in this article? Is buying and eating fish caught outside of a farm now illegal in China? What about eating a deer or something similar that has been hunted? Does this pertain to specific animals, or a specific practice that I am not aware of? Or is this a blanket ban on all non-domesticated animals?
They define wild as any animal that has a significantly larger wild breeding population relative to domesticated population. For these animals, both the capture of wild specimens and captive breeding are banned. For things like rabbits and pigeons, only the consumption and sale of recognized domesticated breeds are allowed. Edit to add, there is a list of allowed animals recognized as food.
Thanks for the clarification. Anyone has any idea why they did not just ban anything which is no specifically bred for human consumption? Seems to be easier to word it that way.
They worded the law the way they did because they also wanted to ban farmed exotic animals like civets and pangolins. Under this law, these exotic animals would still be classified as wild and would be banned even if they came from an artificial breeding program and were reared on a farm specifically for human consumption.
Civet trade and consumption were suspected of being responsible for the SARS epidemic, so that is important indeed. It's not clear if they really were the source for the jump to humans, but multiple individuals of the species were found to be carrying the virus, so there's some strong circumstantial evidence.
Dude, who the fuck eats cats?
He's back, in POG form.
My family is still paying off the POG loans. Greater than China bans human consumption had to read that headline twice.
You're not alone.
China bans the trading and consumption of wild animals.
Yeah, that headline has a major issue. There's no reason for human to be in there.
Well, they don't need to ban wild animals eating other wild animals. Like if a panda wants to snack on a ferret or something.
Greater than, well, they don't need to ban wild animals eating other wild animals. Lion chases after deer. Police cars chasing after lion chasing deer.
Deer tiger police car.
This made me chuckle. Don't let anyone tell you that Reddit doesn't like emojis. They just like them used creatively. Reddit doesn't like unnecessary emojis. That's not helped by the fact that Reddit doesn't know how to articulate that feeling.
Cat face dragon.
You, anonymous nutcase police car classical building construction skull and crossbones outgoing male coffin stadium person running female sign person bouncing ball female sign ghost person playing handball male sign.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.